European Peace Project 2026 Manifesto of 9th of May. Today, 9th of May 2026, more than 80 years after the end of the Second World War in Europe, which claimed the lives of 60 million people, including 27 million of Soviet citizens, we, the citizens of Europe, raise our voices once again. We note with concern that since our declaration last year, most European governments and the EU still do not want to pursue diplomacy with Russia to end NATO's proxy war in Ukraine. We are appalled that a war that has long been decided militarily and has already cost the lives of too many people on both sides of the front line is being prolonged in an irrational, if not insane, attempt to ruin Russia or to buy time for the current poker game for the redivision of the world. We mourn the growing number of soldier graves in this senseless war in Ukraine, which is tearing Europe apart today, and we remind everyone loudly, Europe must stand up for never again war. We have watched with disbelief as the EU, which always prides itself on the rule of law, has seriously considered confiscating Russian assets in Europe in violation of international law. We are alarmed that the EU is now depriving innocent citizens, critical authors and journalists of their civil rights, placing them on extra-legal, arbitrary sanction lists and thus damaging the rule of law and freedom of expression in Europe in an intolerable manner. We wonder at our governments, parliaments and more recently our courts officially attributing the bombing of the Nord Stream pipeline to Ukrainian perpetrators, contrary to all evidence, because no one in the federal German government or elsewhere in Europe has the courage to name the United States as the mastermind behind this terrorist attack. We are frustrated and angry that the entire EU bureaucracy, in conjunction with the EU member states, has so far failed to come up with a united, viable and forward-looking European response to the new US security strategy. We must put an end to the subservience of the EU and European governments to the US, which tramples on international law in Venezuela and Iran and mocks Europe. The so-called Western world order has been shattered by its own double standards. We need a neutral Europe, emancipated from the US, which formulates its own interests and assumes a mediation role in a multipolar world. Together with the BRICS countries and the countries of the Global South, Europe must strengthen international law and the UN Charter and build a bridge between East and West. We, the citizens of Europe, are therefore taking our destiny and our history in our own hands. We advocate a new European security architecture with Russia. We extend our hands to the citizens of Ukraine and the citizens of Russia. You both belong to the European family. We, the citizens of Europe, hereby declare we are not in war, neither with Russia nor with anyone else. We will not participate in the increasingly absurd war games, and our numbers are growing every day. We will not turn our men and sons into soldiers, our daughters into nurses in a military hospital, or our countries into battlefields. We will not stand by and watch our future and that of our children being sacrificed on the altar of power politics and our beautiful Europe destroying itself. Long live Europe, long live peace, long live freedom. If you like this text, if you like this manifesto, please participate in our European Peace Project on May 9th, the European Day, at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. We will proclaim this manifesto throughout the European continent, in Paris, in Barcelona, in Moscow, in Athens, in Dublin, in London, wherever you are. You'll find this text on our website, www.europeanpeaceproject.eu. We link it under the video. Go for the text. We have it in 25 languages. You choose the text you like, or you make another language as a regional language or a local language. Get some friends at 5 p.m., open a window, go to a public place, stand on a balcony and just proclaim peace in Europe. Last year, we did this with more than 40,000 participants all over the continent. We did a film and a movie about this. You find it on our website, and you can see the pictures of proclamation of peace from Rome and Colosseum and Athens, Acropolis, and the Eiffel Tower in Paris, and even on the Red Place in Moscow. So we want to be ever more than 40,000 this year. We want to reach more people proclaiming peace in these times where our governments seem to prepare for war. If you want to participate, you can change the text in your, if you want to change a little bit, you change. You take a guitar, you make a festival out of this, 9th of May, 5 p.m. We would be appreciated. Go to our website. If you want to participate, you can put your name. There is an interactive map. You can put your name. And when you do so, you will find the other people of your town, your village, your town, and you find the others who will participate on the 9th of May. So we are many. We are very many. And we proclaim peace. Be with us on 9th of May at 5 p.m. Many thanks for joining us. Ulrike Guérot.